What's up, everybody? As me and Nia had touched on before, really briefly just wanted to show you a presentation on alkalinity and pH in regards to Kangen water and other bottled waters. There's a big craze going on right now with alkaline water, and there's a lot of water stores out there, a lot of stores out there selling alkaline water, and a lot of the information behind those waters can be misleading. Just because you change the pH of water doesn't make it alkaline. Real alkaline water has to have minerals in it and essentially antioxidation, which is going to charge you at a cellular level. So just to show you guys, our pH is 7.3. That's going to be neutral, which is about the same as the ocean. So when we start consuming beverages that are acidic around 2.5 or in this area, as you can see on the color chart, that's where we leave room for disease, sickness, and illness to come in. We know that disease thrives in an oxygen-deprived environment. So when we start eating the fast food, when we start drinking certain beverages, certain sodas, it's going to leave room for cancer, maybe heart disease, diabetes, and things like that. Now, when we look to alkalize ourselves, we want specifically beverages, because we're talking about beverages today, we want beverages, waters that are going to be around the 9.5 range, which is going to be in this blue or purple color on the color chart. And I run into a lot of debate sometimes with people in regards to the fact that, hey, alkaline water is not going to change the pH of your blood. Knowing that fact, I do ask, if we're consuming these acidic beverages all the time, then what are these acidic beverages doing to us? So for me, I'd rather be on the safer side, and I know what alkaline water has done for my life, and it's been very beneficial for me drinking it consistently. So I'm gonna take these pH drops. These are the same pH drops that a pool guy would use to test the acidity of your pool to see how acidic it is. And we're gonna do the same thing with these beverages, test them to see how acidic they are. So what we have here, we got some vodka. For all the party animals out there, you guys should be in for a nice surprise. We're gonna take a very popular sports drink, quench your thirst. We're gonna take some soda. One that is very popular in communities where people look like myself. We're gonna take some Essentia, which claims to be alkaline with a high pH. I know a lot of people like this, they think they're doing something. And then we're gonna take some core water, another water that claims to be alkaline with a high pH. And then we're gonna take some Kangen water. Now this came straight from my machine. I'm gonna pour that in there. So again, these drops right here, they're gonna show the pH of each of these beverages. So let's test the vodka, Gatorade, Sprite. These are very acidic. Now watch this with the alkaline, Essentia, core water. Ooh, I guess we should switch those two. And then the Kangen water. Now remember, we're neutral. Anything below the neutral mark is gonna be acidic, which is gonna cause illnesses or just put our body in a bad place health-wise. And then anything 7.0 neutral and above is gonna be alkaline. So as you can see, the Essentia water actually came out pretty alkaline, right? But if you read the back of the Essentia bottle, there's ingredients, and we're talking about water, so there should be no ingredients in your water. One of the ingredients in this water is sodium bicarbonate, and if you can just do a quick Google search, sodium bicarbonate is baking soda. So they put baking soda in these waters to make it appear alkaline. Another thing is that, the water's sitting in the plastic. So now, by the time we consume this water, it's probably been sitting in the plastic for anywhere from 6 months to 2 years. So now you're consuming all the toxins that come in the bottle. And another thing that we know is in our body, there's oxygen. Obviously, we're made up of carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen. And so when the water goes into our body, it's gonna hit oxygen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blow oxygen into the water to see what happens. So let's see what happens here. Right away, it doesn't even go neutral. It goes acidic. As you can see, why? Because it's not real alkaline water, it's fake. And that's the problem that's going on in a lot of these places, and a lot of the stores that are selling this alkaline water, it does the same thing as this. Now we're gonna test the Kangen water. Let's see what happens. It's gonna say the same. Why? Because it's real alkaline water. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take Kangen, right? Add some more drops in there. We're gonna alkalize ourselves, not be able to because the beverage is too acidic, not be able to because the beverage is too acidic. Obviously, as you can imagine, the same thing is gonna happen with the vodka. And that's why it's important to see and know what you're consuming, what you're putting into your body, because a lot of the times we're misled, especially in communities maybe where you don't have access to things with nutrients in them, foods with nutrients in them, water that has been, cleaned and taken care of so that you can put these things in your body. So I just wanted to share real quick and show you what's going on with these alkaline beverages and compared to the Kangen water. The Kangen water has helped change my life. It's helped me with the alkaline diet and just living a better life and being healthy. So thank you. I hope this information helped, and change your water, change your life.
Peace, fam. So what I would like to share with you today is how amazing it is when we're using living Kangen water with our tea and our herbal supplements. I was really drawn to the water, and what really sold me with this water was when I was able to see how the microclusters from the water really help absorb the nutrients in our teas and in our herbs, and helps for better absorption when it goes in our body. So I'm going to sample here today is I have a hibiscus tea and a green tea, and I'm going to show you how using the Kangen water instantly emulsifies, instantly absorbs, instantly hydrates the herbs and the tea, and pretty much that's what it does when we drink it inside of our body. So I'm going to pour some Kangen into this hibiscus tea, and we're going to let that sit. And as you can see, as I'm starting to pour the water, it's instantly starting to shift and change colors. You can see that pretty rose coming through. Now I'm going to do the same with the green tea. I'm going to pour the Kangen water into the green tea and watch how it instantly starts to emulsify, absorb all those yummy nutrients that we need to keep us well and hydrated always and always. And then I'm going to test it with the core. Core water is supposed to be a alkaline water that we see constantly in the stores, and we're going to show you how it doesn't have absorption properties, and it doesn't have hydration properties. So when we're drinking it, it's not absorbing any nutrients. When we're adding it to our teas, when we're adding it to cooking with it, we're literally just adding dead water to our living supplements. So this one did change a little bit, but that's because the alkaline on it, but it's not going to absorb the actual tea properties when you drink it. And if you look at the green tea, it's not taking at all. So the reason why it absorbed in the hibiscus, it's because of the pigment from hibiscus. So it's going to take the color. So you're not seeing the absorption from the actual tea. But if you compare the green tea and you put them next to each other, you can see how it's taking a lot longer to absorb the medicinal properties from the tea. So when I started using Kangen, this was actually what really got me the most. Was I'm a tea person. I love tea. I love to absorb nutrients from my herbs, and I don't like to always wait for hot water to boil. So when I was able to find out when I learned that I can just pour water into a tea bottle or into my teacup and instantly allow that hydration process to start, it actually made me feel better drinking it, because I was like, wow, this is magic. So I was like drinking that magic. So the more and more, it's all like a mental thing. We have to remember that too. So the more and more I was tapping into the magic of the water, I was feeling the magic with the herbs, the magic with the water, drinking it, feeling hydrated, and actually absorbing the beneficial properties for all of the herbs and for our tea. So I hope you can see how powerful it is when we do use living water, because it brings life to our herbs, it brings life to our tea, it brings life to anything we're cooking, anything we're using in the kitchen. It really allows it to fully absorb the nutritional properties of what we're using. So give thanks, and I hope you guys were able to see how powerful it is when absorbing nutrition and actually allowing our body to fully hydrate and allowing our cells to be hydrated through living water and living herbs as well.